really got here, you start training with Josh and Gotsis and them? Like, what was it, the second day you were here?
Yeah, I knew as soon as I got out here, like I wanted to get to work. So, I talked with some of the guys here, and they connected me with Jason, who over at Rise and Grind, does a great job, like you said. He's worked with a few of the players, and so I just wanted to get to work. And normally they'll do some video stuff. I didn't expect it to blow up or anything, but it's crazy. I just love seeing all the support and everything. That was awesome.
It's interesting because we talked to Trayvon yesterday, and he went back up to Athens and was training. And Chad said, his trainers at Wyoming, sent the strength and conditioning coach sent him stuff. But you opted to come here and work out with those guys right away. Why?
Well, first things first, I kind of wanted to stay out here. The travel, going coast to coast, I wanted to stay away from that. I also wanted to get a feel for Jacksonville as a whole, traveling around the city, things of that nature. And also, just getting out and like you mentioned, really just getting to work. I wanted to get out and, start and really get with the guys that were out here and kind of just get acclimated to being out here.
What's been the best thing outside of football? Food, the beach? What's been your favorite thing so far?
Favorite thing? Man. I love being by the coast, seeing palm trees and, just, being by the water, especially me being from San Diego, raised, I love being by the coast. But then also just meeting everybody, meeting a whole bunch of new people, it's been awesome. And, I love the vibe around town, so it's been awesome.
Devin, what do you work on after practice, and what's the importance of that for you in terms of taking what you learned and retaining it?
After practice, whatever I felt like I wasn't sharp at or things I wanted to improve at or, really just anything that I want to get better at that, I saw throughout practice, I'll work on those things. And it can be anything from, run to pass to, it could be anything. So just things I wanted to improve on at practice.
Is that an everyday thing, or is that just because it's new and trying to get a
No, that's an everyday thing. I've been doing that for who knows how long since I've been playing football. So that's how I feel like I can get better and separate myself, is work on the little things that I wasn't the best at practice.
When did you start playing football?
My first time was in middle school. I played at lunch, 8-on-8. I played 8th grade year, and then high school was the first time I played 11 on football.
When did you know that you had a real gift for it?
Really as soon as I started playing, a lot of guys, my size definitely stood out, and I was a pretty good athlete. So I think all guys just kind of always gave me that confidence, like, oh, you could be really good, and I just kept going, and I kept getting better, and I kept working on my craft.
How much did you know or pay attention before the draft to Trayvon Walker? There's so many incredible players on Georgia's defense that you knew he was rising up draft boards, but what were your impressions of him coming into the draft?
Athletic freak. Obviously you look at him, and their defense also that you mentioned. They had ballers all over the place, and I knew that everybody at that team was, first of all, well coached and extremely athletic, and I knew Trayvon was one of those guys that was special, and definitely. Obviously, he went number 1 overall for a reason, based off his performances.
Okay, so now that you've at least been on the field with him a very brief amount of time, what are your impressions from what you've been able to watch when you weren't paying attention to your own stuff?
About what I expected. Athletic freak. He's very powerful, and he's somebody who I'm glad I won't play right left tackle, because that's a bad man. So it's really fun to be out there with him and us pushing each other to get better.
And what about his personality? Have you had conversations with him? What you think of him?
Yeah, he's right next to my locker. Just a real genuine dude. Somebody who he's just like he always says, controlling what he can control. He's just a good person. You can tell that he's a genuine guy.
How have you felt out there? The past couple of days getting back to football.
Finally, man. This is the longest I've been without being on the field and being with the team. I think the last time I played was like our Rose Bowl. So it's not like being with the team and being on the field, getting the film in, correcting your mistakes from the film. So it feels amazing to be back finally, and really I'm just looking to get better every day.
You finally got that playbook?
Yeah, I got the playbook. They gave it to me when I came out here. I was waiting for that, so I've been studying and hammering that the last couple of weeks, and it's showing up.
So were you kind of losing your mind a little bit, not doing anything football after?
Well, that's why I was training. So I was getting with Jason, and even training before that. I got to do something football related. So whether it be mentally, athletically, like on the field, or doing something, that's helping me and making me better. So.
Don't they say you're supposed to take a break for a little bit, though?
Yeah.
Health, mental health, at least
Yeah. I feel like for me right now, it's the time where, you don't really. I always, pace myself to make sure I don't burn out. But at the same time, I got to do something. That's why if it's not, on the field physically, then it'll be something mentally. That'll kind of be, my day off, or even just, recovery. Even if I'm not doing anything, I'll take that day just to fully recover, get 100%, and that'll kind of be my day off. So I feel like me personally, I kind of understand how to pace myself, how not to burn out, but also, still finding a way to, elevate.
First impression, what do you like about the defense on paper that you've seen?
Yeah, it's my first time in a 3-4, but I love it. I feel like, if you look at the people that we have, and we're not practicing with the vets or anything like that, but even the guys we have right now, everybody's athletic, and everybody has to do a lot of things, which fits to my skill set. And I just love what the coaches have going on here as far as what they're asking the players to do, how we're attacking offenses, and really our mentality as a defense. I like what we got going on.
What does that change for you, 2-3-4 from 4-3?
Yeah, not a whole lot. It's mainly the front. Even then we still have a nickel, we call it 4-2 front. So we can swap. We've been doing that. So, but yeah, the 4-3, that's, or 3-4, excuse me. That's a little bit newer, but at the same time, it's not too much of a difference really.
So Trayvon's your locker mate on the one side. What's your relationship with Chad out there on the field and then off the field as well?
Yeah, great dude. From the first time I met him, even after he got drafted, we hate each other up. But even now, especially, I told him, and it's a mutual thing. We're pushing each other to get better, and even after practice, we're getting extra work and we're helping each other in the meeting rooms. And really, it's just kind of being there for each other. We're competing against each other, but at the same time, we're both good people, and so we want to see each other, do better. So.
Have you seen some of the post-draft hype? The two of you were two of the top 4, I think, rated linebackers in the country last year in college, and now you both end up here. I know you don't want to give into the media and the hype and all that, but have you looked into some of those numbers? 2 of the top 4 tacklers in all of college football are here.
Yeah, I get tagged in it, so I kind of see it. But that's in the past. I'm really focused on what I got to do to get better than that last year, and so you can't feed into that. You can't think, oh well, I'm this, I'm that. No, you gotta continue to get better. So
last time we talked to you, you were still weighing 22 or another number. How'd you settle on 33, and was that a tough decision to not stick with the 22 coming forward?
Yeah. So me personally, it came down to a decision where I really wanted to let 22 be Aaron and Ty's legacy. That's their number. That's their legacy, and I think, it would have been an awesome representation to wear that, but that's their legacy, and I don't want to touch that legacy. So, I honor them, and, that's why I always wear this red band. This is the red band that we got at Aaron's funeral, and so, that's kind of how I honor them. But at the same time, 33 was really a number that fit my swag, kind of fit my play style. I'm going to be honest, not like, a groundbreaking, news-breaking, story why I got it, but, I feel like out of the numbers available, I really like that one. I feel like it kind of fit who I was.
What's your initial impressions of Doug Peterson after 2 days?
Man, I love Coach, man. We always joke around too, but you could tell he's serious too. He's about, getting better. And he's also, a player's coach, we'll chop it up, like I said, we'll play around. He's somebody who's fun to be around, but at the same time, like I said, when it's work, it's work. And he's about his work, and he's serious. And he's about, everybody getting better and understanding what to do, as long as we're on the same page, I feel like he's one of those coaches where, he's just worried about how can we be the best team. Right.
Going back to Chad, does it kind of help having somebody who's going through the same exact transition you are? He's a rookie linebacker, you're a rookie linebacker. You guys kind of going through the same experience.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful. Somebody who is in your shoes understands kind of what you're going through. So, like I said, we're there to help each other. And I think it's great. He's a great resource for me. I'm a great resource for him.
Are you all set to make Utah's opener?
Man, I hope so. I haven't heard the dates yet, but I heard that we might possibly be able to have that day off. So if we do, I'm down there.
Thank you all.
Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Devin.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.